down, and the implications could last for the rest of the season. As we'll see a team coming off a crucial bye week, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on the 25th ranked team in the land, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Horned Frogs will kick it away to start. And he'll bring it back. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. So Auburn's return team didn't help matters out much with that one. And this wide receiver, he's the linchpin to the offense. They want to make sure they find a multitude of ways to get into football.
And it's a risk-reward scenario on defense when you're trying to cover this guy, Reese, because you play man coverage, you risk him running by you and catching deep balls. You play too much zone, and then he can hurt you after the catch. A lot of different ways that this guy is very dangerous.
It can get pretty wild in the Big 12. Some of these outposts are like snake pits when you have to go on the road. You got to get off to a quick starting conference play.
It is always wacky, Reese. Like, there's always something that happens in the Big 12, and somebody comes out of nowhere in the Big 12 every single year. So starting in conference play, Palmer, these games start to really matter, really add up, and the pressure amplifies.
It's so true, too. Think about the Big 12 conference. It just seems like teams get caught sleeping. So you've got to start fast. The challenge, I think, for these coaching staffs, these two teams, every week they've got to have their team ready to go, and it starts today.
Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered on.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. On the run, it's Alston. He picks up maybe a couple before he's stopped right at the 30-yard line. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Try and play action. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack. Auburn sends out the punting unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The Horned Frogs offense has the ball for the first time. I know what a weapon he is on the outside, but stretching the field against this dude in the secondary will be a challenge.
And just some safeties have it, the awareness, the ability to see the ball, to break on the football, and he's one of those guys.
This QB better be looking this safety off. You can't just trust your receiver's going to out-athlete him every time you throw him the ball, because this safety is a different breed.
Cover 6, cover 4 quarters. Formation, even 6-1.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. He's going to pass. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
It doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Couldn't get anything done on first down. Now 2nd and 10 from the 46. The give to the back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. And the Horned Frogs in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Quickly complete. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. The Horned Frogs will have it 1st and 10.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football.
And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Picked off. Takes it the other way. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Tiger. Just Just one moment, and all of a sudden, the fortunes turn.
You're in a position where you're about to give up points. And now you flip that around and you put points on the board. Perfectly executed. What do you do in an interception? First guy blocks the intended receiver. Everybody else starts to form a wall where the ball's going. Nice blocking, nice interception, nice return for the touchdown.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards, but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Options, cover 4 quarters is selected.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Pulls it in. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35.
Audible.
Looking downfield, it's Hoover. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
This quarterback is going to have to be precise with his timing and his accuracy. He's already thrown a pick. That one got swatted away, guys. We're only in the first quarter. These windows are tiny to throw into.
After the misconnection, it's 2nd down. They're going to throw it again. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Working that left side now. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Makes the catch. It's Williams. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's looking to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Richardson. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. And the Horned Frogs come to the line in the hurry-up. This quarterback part of their running game. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
And you can tell when QB wants to run, he's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of these plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in the 4th quarter game.
All right, so now you're in this 3rd down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that, too. Get the quarterback on the move. And here's the thing. If I get close and I get stopped, it's 4th down. 4th down means go for it. That's all that means now today in college football. Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
Play call. Select piston shot. Tight slot open. There are 21 categories.
Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Paul.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
Out of the gun, the inside give. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second.
Coach suggestion, MTNY cross. Formate, concept. Inverted clear, there are 11 categories. Load opt, midline opt, red, speed opt, triple opt, zone opt, RPO red, RPO red, RPO red bug, RPO key, RPO bug, RPO peak slant, RPO alert bubble, RPO alert.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game, offense.
The delay of game pushes the offense back.
Flex, pistol, doubles, formate, shot, tight slot, stick space, directs, AHP quick base. Wide offset, 5 double, wildcat spot, quick slants.
They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. Quarterback checking the play. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start.
Offense.
Not much of a decision to make there. The defense will move them back.
Under. Inside zone.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20.
Wheel.
Scanning the field, it's Thorne. Unloads to the wideout. And that pass is intercepted. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23.
Really nice job there by the defense, because I think they faded the QB into trying to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Those outside linebackers nowadays, they're so fast. They got to cover ground. You can blitz them off the edge, and they can get after quarterbacks. Versatile. That's why they're getting drafted so high in the NFL and getting paid all that money.
Entering play call, men blitz, arrow 10 cap, pinch zero blitz.
After the big first down sack for the D, it's second down. It's a draw. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
You have to wonder, after missing a field goal on the last drive, how are they going to play this third down? He's looking downfield to throw. They're trying to get to it. And they'll miss the connection here on third down.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. Third and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up fourth.
It is
entering play call.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Florida State is down, but they are not out of it. Not there inside Doak Campbell Stadium. One of the more special places to watch a game in all of college football. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Cal. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
And how about that one? Devin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
You have 12 options. QB sneak.
Got 8 on first down. Now looking at a 2nd and 2.
Right.
Looking for room. It's Hunter. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
Tight slot.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense. Showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Facing a 3rd down and short from the 26. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30.
And that's a great sign for this offense because this year we know there's been a little bit of inconsistency. And I think the biggest problem has been 3rd down. Right there, nice job executing, running the ball, picking up the first, and keeping this drive alive.
Caught in the backfield, it's Coleman. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, what a nice play by the DB. You have to understand, that wide receiver gets that ball that quick. It's tough to get him on the ground. Nice job getting a hold of him, getting him on the ground for no gain.
There are 8 categories. You have
now on
15
2nd down.
HP quick base is selected. Right.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Finds his way for 3 after the 33.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Good timing on the quick out. And he's going to be just short of the first down. It's going to bring up a decision for this coach.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too. Understanding the situation. It's 3rd down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up 4th down.
The offense in its own end, still needing a couple of yards for the first down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on 4th. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eye. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Line gets set, first down. They go to the ground. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. The Horned Frogs want to pick up the tempo. Back to pass, it's Hoover. Got the quick pass. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. No huddle here for the offense.
And man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection. Nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing at tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
2nd and 10, he'll throw again. It's caught downfield. Touchdown, TCU! What a catch and run for 6.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air. This guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point gives him a 3-point lead at 10-7.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They're lining up to kick it off, and he ought to be able to knock this one anywhere he wants after that extra 15 yards with the roughing the kicker. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Wide receiver now comes in motion.
Entering play
The clock
call,
has reached the
doubles,
2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least
options.
cut into this
Red
lead
option
before the break.
selected.
Here comes the offense on second down. With jet sweep pass. Using the spin move. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
There are 11. Load option, midline op, speed option, triple option, zone op, RPO red, RPO red bubble, RPO peak, RPO bubble white pop.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Okay, well, that's a lightning fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Lewis. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, I think for that play to work, you need to have some access to cushion and cover. For the receiver to be able to do something with it after the catch. That time, the defender was just way too close, all over him, and he tackles him for no gain.
Mesh spot.
A third and long coming up here. The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On third and long, he has to throw for it. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits.
Entering play call, concept, man blitz,
TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Everybody talks about getting off to a great start, but if you start building steam, David, that can work too.
No doubt, man, and sometimes it snowballs. But what do great teams do? Great teams respond. Struggled the first quarter, Palmer, and done a great job rebounding and putting some points on the board.
You're right, and I think they've started to identify the matchups that are in their favor. On this drive, they need to keep attacking, taking advantage of those matchups.
They've crossed midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
Entering play call, Penny. There are 5 categories.
At the 45 with a 1st and 10.
Outside third.
He's looking to throw it. Fires to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. This offense has a second down play. Looking to throw, it's Hoover. It's complete on the right side. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Entering play call, cover 4,
And the
10
Horned
categories.
Frogs have it with a
24
first and 10.
options. Cover 4 pawns is selected.
He wants to throw. Makes the grab on the left. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. On second down, they'll try the field goal to get the points before halftime. Not a particularly long kick from 36 yards out, but he'll have to guide it in from the left half.
Entering play call,
He got it.
special teams.
So they get the late field goal right
Entering
before the
left
half, and
is
not
selected.
much time after this kickoff for an answer. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He's able to work his way on the return up to the 23 before he steps out of bounds.
There are 8 categories.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. Handoff from the gun. And he takes this one back to the line of scrimmage, a rather anticlimactic end to the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there on the Plains. 2 quarters of both sides feeling each other out. And it's likely to come down to which offense can find a way to generate some big plays. Adjustments will be a part of it. Maybe it's time these typically conservative play callers open up the playbook. Nothing crazy, but a calculated risk here and there to try to gain an edge in what's been a stalemate. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Pat Dye Field in Jordan-Hare.
Entering play call, special teams.
Auburn
We have
ready to
5
put it deep to
options.
start the
Kick-off
second
middle is
half.
selected.
Bringing it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that.
And he breaks into the open. The 40. Smashes through the...
Enter. Return to hub is selected.
Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
9 options. Single blitz is selected.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. He's got it on the run.
Entering paused screen. Entering. Yes, exit to menu. Entering Dynasty Hub screen. Selected. Ready.
Welcome everyone to the Plains in Jordan-Hare Stadium, home of the Auburn Tigers, where telling someone War Eagle is just as common as saying hello. What a showdown we have in store. A couple of Big 12 teams squaring off in what could prove to be a huge game. As we'll see a team coming off a crucial bye week, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on the 25th ranked team in the land, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time.